Hi, welcome to Local 4 Plus, and I'm Christy McDonald. All right, Michigan fans, we know that you are still savoring that national championship victory, so we thought we'd bring you something special. We have all of the interviews on the field right after the game from Bernie Smilovitz and Hobie Artigue, and we wanted to put it together so you could just sit back and watch everything in full and relive all of those moments. Take a look.
I like that background. I like that background. Mind if we ask you about it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I see the background on that phone? Show it to me. What is that?
The National Championship Trophy. I have had this background on there for a long time. Well, really the last 2 weeks, and I'm not gonna say a long time. The last 2 weeks, because I knew, every time I looked at my phone, like I'm going to get that, and so I put it there, and now we got it.
To hold it tonight, what was that like?
It was a dream come true. All the hard work, all the sacrifice, all the blood, sweat, and tears that we put in after we lost to TCU, and it just felt amazing, man. I'm still kind of speechless.
You seem really emotional right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be on such a great team. Team 144. I'm blessed to go to the University of Michigan. It's been a fun ride. Last 4 years, I couldn't ask for anything better.
The whole running back room has preached being unselfish all season. Donovan had 3 rushing touchdowns all year. He had 2 on his first 2 carries of the game. You finished this thing out running the ball. What would you describe your relationship as?
Yeah, we have a tight-knit relationship, something that's bigger than football. And I'm just so proud of Donovan, the way he just kept fighting and kept pushing. When he felt like, he wasn't himself, but when it came time, when it came to the biggest stage, he came and performed, and the Don is back. The Don is back. I'm super excited to see what decision he makes. Does he come back? Does he leave? I don't know what he's going to do, but whatever he does do, he's going to kill it.
Your last game wearing this uniform in maize and blue, and you finish as the last team standing with all these fans behind you. Can you describe just all the emotion that's running through you right now?
Yes, like I said, it's been a wonderful 4 years. All the fans, we have the best fan base in the nation. And it's been a wonderful journey, man. I wish I could tell you more. I can't really think right now, but it's been great.
Congratulations. Thank you, man.
Not since 1997 has Michigan won a national title in football. But here we are, national champs in Ann Arbor. Unbelievable. Jim Harbaugh, a happy man after he got off the podium. Emotionally inside, what are you feeling?
I feel glorious for the players, for their families, for our coaches, Sherrone Moore, Jesse Minter, Jay Harbaugh, those coordinators, our other coaches. Their kids now know that their dad's a national champion. My kids know it. Our players' parents know it. Their legacy, it's just so great.
I'm just wondering, inside you, though, mentally, physically, everything you put into this, all these years, everything, and here you are.
Yeah, here we are. I mean, it's like,
but
I never thought about it as myself. I think if I thought about that, that'd take away from what our players have done, and they're always the ones that do it, Bernie. And 15-0, it's just glorious. And all I did was just take counsel from God, the Holy Spirit this whole way through. And this confetti here, it's like there's a story in each one of these as I was seeing it rain down. That's beautiful. It's just a beautiful thing.
Is there a feeling, are you in shock a little bit, or are you pretty conscious of what the hell happened?
Very conscious. Very conscious of what just took place. I mean, this tremendous performance by our team. I mean, took on all comers, and we're the last one standing. That's a tremendous feeling. I don't know how many top 5 teams we beat in the last month and a half or 2, but it was, probably 5. Just tremendous.
Being a national champion.
Shoot. I'm not at college anymore. We go drink a bunch of beer, hang out with my boys, my family. Shoot, that's about it.
Is the feeling what you thought it would be at this moment, or is it just too surreal to pinpoint?
Surreal. I mean, it doesn't even feel like we're here, but just a blessing to be on the stage and do the things that we did with these group of guys. It's truly amazing.
You guys really never thought you were going to lose this thing. It seemed like you took control and really physically kind of you wear people down, really.
No doubt. We knew going into this game it was going to come down the offensive line, maintaining long drives, establishing the run game, and we did that. Keep our defense off the field and just having the trust in each other.
Did you watch Wolves' video today?
No, we did not.
No?
No, but we talked about it. We're just a pack of wolves, man. Just you know, bunch of guys in an individual group, you know, that are hungry and on a mission.
How does that big defensive lineman, how does he celebrate a national championship?
Man, with a lot of food. That's what I'm talking about, a lot of food. I don't know if it's Dave's Hot Chicken. It's going to be a lot of junk food because we don't got workouts tomorrow.
No question. So is this surreal? Is it what you thought it would be? Did you feel this way, or you can't feel anything at this moment?
I can't. I'm still numb, but I'm still like, I was ugly crying a second ago. Now I'm hyped. This feeling is just unreal, man. We don't know how to feel. All the work we put in as a team. I'm so proud of these boys, this family we got. We deserve this, man.
Nobody really knows what you guys put into something like this.
Absolutely not. And we've been grinding since around this time last year. We've been grinding 6 a.m., coming in at 5 a.m. Like, it doesn't, coming in, training, treatment, just getting our body right. Now we here, man. We were just dreaming on this moment, and now it's here. It's amazing.
How's it feel?
Amazing. I can't, no words.
Anything better?
No. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Real talk.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
A freshman's not supposed to have this much fun in his first year of college, is he?
With me it is. I don't know about nobody else, but hey, I like having fun. I like going the distance, man. Like winning. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
It's amazing. In your first go, you're a national champ.
hey man, I just thank God. Put me in this position. Ain't nothing perfect, but God in this season, man.
It's unbelievable, huh?
Yes, sir.
Are you like pinching yourself?
Man, it's just like the team, man. It's the team. It's the team. It's the team. Like the team I've been on, like this whole season, bro. I've been talking about my team like they like superheroes or something. That's what I believe, and they just like different type of guys, man. I just love them. We all work towards this goal. We all had one mindset. We all had one goal, and we was gonna do anything to achieve that. Because we went through a hard season, man. A lot of stuff going on.
Is the feeling what you thought the feeling would be like at this moment?
Yeah, it's real. I mean,
It's surreal, isn't it?
it's surreal, yeah.
Yeah, you don't really know what you're feeling.
Nah, yeah, it won't even hit me till like maybe tomorrow, maybe even next week, you know? Like, it hit me a little before the game, you know, just leading up this whole week. It's just been really crazy, you know, like knowing it's the last game of the season, knowing it's for the championship, and to see it all play out, like, it's a good feeling. Like, I gave everything I had, you know, this season. Even the season before that, like, there every day, and just doing all I could for this team.
But that's the only way you can become like a national champ is to
yeah.
do something like that.
Because we've talked about it, you know, like, it don't always play out the exact way you think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, obviously you got goals and, like, you try to reach them, but there's always going to be highs and lows. And, like, we were able to come out on top, you know, and then next year it's going to be different. Years after that, it's going to be different. There's going to be different champions every year, but this is our moment tonight and our year, and they're going to talk about these 2023 Wolverines forever.
Also, keeping all that outside noise outside was a big part of your success.
Yeah, just blocking
that noise.
out.
That noise is unbelievable, right?
For sure. Just turning the phones off, turn them on airplane mode, just going low key. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know, to focus in on the game plan and everything. Yeah, man, but I'm gonna need to take a second just to regroup after this, you know, try to enjoy the night.
Just a second. You need a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a quick turnaround because, you know, life's still moving on and still moving parts to figure out. But tonight's one of those nights where you just try and enjoy with your teammates. It's never gonna be the same.
Never gonna be the same.
Nah.
But it's funny to get you work. You get to this point, you go, man, there's gonna be like an explosion or something.
Nah, now it's over.
It's over.
Like,
now I gotta go again.
Now you gotta
again tomorrow.
now you gotta start reload for the next year, whatever your next chapter is in life. You know, on and off the field.
Yeah, you take a day off.
For sure.
2 days.
Couple days off.
Couple days will be.
Yeah.
You were great. You did great this year.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
How proud are you, brother? Couldn't be more proud, man. Couldn't be more proud. This is a moment. You live this moment forever.
Were you nervous at any point in the game?
Of course, man. I'm up there. When you're not on the sideline, you can't do anything about it. You know, you're dying a thousand deaths. But that tight end, wide pit over the middle, man, that was the play of the game.
What advice did you give him going into the game today?
I didn't give him any advice. He didn't need any advice from me, man. He was ready. He had his team ready, his players, coaches, they were ready.
Did you guys talk at all before the game?
We were texting, man. Keep it simple, yeah.
He was kind of focused, huh?
Yeah, you know, he's locked in. I'm proud of him.
All right.
O-line!
line. How about that? All of y'all are national champions.
Speechless, man. It's nothing but God.
God did.
Absolutely.
God did.
These guys are the worst.
And you guys, and hey, but
all the hard work, 365 days hard work after we lost to TCU last year, after we lost to Georgia, tried to get it back last year, we didn't. Came back this year, just locked into the details. Everybody locked into the details. Everybody bought in, and this is the result, baby. This is the result. National champions, baby.
how about the way you guys ran the football at the beginning of the game and at the end of the game? It seems like you stepped up when you had to in the biggest time.
Hey, I mean, that's just what we do. That's what we pride ourselves on. That's what we want to do in these big games like this. And we just want to show the world who the real Joe Morrow line was, because, I mean, it should have been us. So,
Hey, I agree.
That's the truth. Look, we got the W, but that W upside down is an M. Go blue, baby. Yes, sir.
All year we just been since, the loss to TCU, just been a really just tight-knit group, even in the offensive line room. We all love each other, and we all play for one another. We always supporting each other. Even, some guys are going to leave off, but, I want to just step up, make those guys proud next year.
Excellent. Mickey, your last game in college, and you're the last team standing in college football.
It feels great. This is what we dedicated this year to, winning the national championship. I wouldn't want to play for no other team, no other coach. I wouldn't want to play with no other group of guys. I'm super happy that the guys who decided to come back, we all came back, and, we're here today, national champions.
Those who stay will be champions, coming to fruition?
Coming to fruition. It's never been truer than it is right now. We dedicated the offseason to this moment. This is, everything that the guys came back wanted to do. This is everything that, the young guys, they saw the standard that we had. They lived up to it. They were able to, step in and make huge plays all year. This is the most team that I've ever been on. I wouldn't want to play for no other coach, no other program, no other group of guys. Team 144, we're special. I'll never forget this team. This is a bond that we'll have for life, a brotherhood. I wouldn't give it up for nothing.
As one of the veterans on this team, you guys came from 2-4 in 2020 and to now finish as national champions. Does it put into perspective just how far you guys have come?
It was just the turnaround that Coach Harbaugh was able to do for this program. We all trusted, we all believed, and we all loved. And, that was a recipe to allowing us to be who we are.
What type of foundation do you think has been laid now with what you guys have done?
I just think that, whether Coach stays or leaves, his expectation for whoever steps up after him is to, love your players like they're sons of your own.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Congratulations on your national championship.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's crazy. Shout out Detroit, man. I mean, he made it all the way out here to Houston.
How good does it feel to finish this season as the last team standing in college football?
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. This is for everybody that doubted us the whole year, that took our coach away, that did everything. All of us that just had each other's backs. At the end of the day, look at us. We're it's sunny. Look where we are. The last team standing, so it just shows. That's what we've done,
Take me through that second half.
What's up, man? What's going on? I appreciate you.
Take me through that second half. You guys stepped up and held one of the most potent offenses in the country to 13 points.
Yeah, we knew the whole season, going in this game, it was going to be it's one of the best offenses we played. And we knew, we kind of went out there. I think we both were kind of feeling each other out at first. And then I feel like once we figured it out, there's no stopping us. Relentless rush. DBs that were just doing their thing back there. The linebackers were just flowing all around. So, just full team defense finally, got out there and got it done.
I've asked some of the guys from Michigan, what does it mean to not only win a championship, but for the home state guys to win a championship? How does that feel to bring one back?
Yeah, my mom just told me, she says we had to get confetti from the field for the museum in Port Huron. That's where I'm from. So I guess they texted my mom and said they need confetti for a display case. So, it's just crazy. It's a dream come true.
Does it put into perspective how big this is?
Yeah, it's legendary. There's only two teams in the past, 50 years or something that have won, a national championship. For us to do it, in year 10 of the Natty, been here 3 times before, and then now finally doing it. It's nice.
Great, congratulations. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Good thing to say after winning a national championship.
Absolutely, man. Listen, this is a time to celebrate, and this is a time to enjoy this for all of Michigan and everybody who loves us and cares about us. And this is for y'all. This is for, this team has done it for themselves,
and for all of our fans at Michigan.
For all of the things that Jim has been through, this university, this program has been through, Ward, you guys have stood by him through thick and thin. What does it mean for this championship to come to Ann Arbor?
It means a lot. It means the world. I mean, I was just saying, you know, we went through this for 3 months. And, you know, there were people jumping on top of us, trying to knock us down and keep us down. And these kids and the Jim and the staff, they rose up. We fought where we needed to fight. And that's because I believe in the people. And we'll deal with those issues. But this proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion, that this team is great. And that's what I knew. When all of that stuff was swirling around, that's what I knew, and that's what I fought for, this team and Jim.
I know you guys are going to want to celebrate this one for a while, but how quickly do you start to have a conversation with Jim? There's NFL jobs open.
Listen. I am going to celebrate this championship, and I'll deal with that tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, Ward. Appreciate you, man.
So Michigan finishes the year 15-0, unbeaten and national champs, knocking off Washington last night here in Houston. Bernie Smilovitz, Local 4 Sports.
Good morning and welcome to today's College Football Playoff Champions News Conference. We are joined by Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh, Most Outstanding Offensive Player of the Game Blake Corum, and Most Outstanding Defensive Player of the Game Will Johnson. Coach, we'll let you start with an opening statement and then we'll take questions.
Just really happy, excited, and I want to thank the CFP. The entire week this week, the last week, everything conducive to getting our team ready to play. I want to congratulate Washington, Kalen DeBoer, fantastic coach, and their staff, all their players. I mean, they competed so hard, played so well, and our guys too. It's real credit to the game of football, and proud of our guys for coming out on top.
Let's take questions. We're going to begin right over here on our left, second row.
Blake, congrats on the offensive MVP or whatever. What's the title officially?
Officially, it's the Most Outstanding Offensive Player of the Game.
Well deserved. Can you also speak to the performance of your running back mate, Donovan Edwards, and just how you guys were able to do it together on that big of a stage?
Yeah, he kicked it off nice and early, you know, with two. I think it's the first time ever in the CFP era that someone had two 40-yard touchdowns, and, you know, Donovan deserved it. Donovan deserved it. The Don's back. You know, I loved seeing it. Shout out to Don. I love him a lot.
Take our next question slightly further back on our left.
Jim, after the game last night, you mentioned the team being innocent. I was wondering if you can expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, people ask how we dealt with the distractions, and that was one of the ways we dealt with it. We knew we were innocent, so we stood tall, upright, and innocent.
Have our next question over here on our right side, third row.
For both players, last year at this time, you guys certainly had the feeling you could run it back again and be here again. I know, Blake, you're leaving, but Will, do you get the same sense that you guys can run something back again next year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got a great group of guys that'll be back next year that are super talented in my class, and other guys that'll come back too. So I'm just ready to keep enjoying this right now while I can, and get back to work whenever we get started again.
Blake?
Yeah, I definitely think the guys will run it back. You know, they know what it takes. They know what it's like, and something, you know, Coach Harbaugh always says is don't get a big head. And none of the guys on the team will have a big head after this win. Obviously, we'll enjoy the moment right now, but, you know, the guys will be ready to go back to work with Coach Herb and with their coaches. And I definitely believe the Wolverines will be back.
Going to come here to the middle aisle on our right, third row.
Kirk Bowles from the Austin American Statesman. Jim, a lot of people feel like college football may be in chaos with, all the stuff with NIL, transfer portals, the playoff format that's changing. Do you think it's a sustainable model? And if you could change one thing about college football, what would it be?
The thing I would change about college football is to let the talent share in the ever-increasing revenues. We're all robbing the same train, and the ones that are, in the position to, do the heavy lifting, the ones that, risk life and limb out there on a football field are the players, and not just football players, student athletes. The organizations are fighting hard to keep all the money. The universities, the NCAA, the conferences, and it's long past time to let the student athletes share in the ever-increasing revenues. It's billions. I keep reading facts and about how much money's being made. Product placement. Yeah, I can't have a can of a different kind of soda up here. I got to put it into a cup here. Everybody is, they're maximizing every single revenue source there is, and but they're not sharing it with the talent. And there's no business that would ever fly. The Supreme Court has said the same thing. So, yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, I would change that one. And there needs to be a voice for the young people, the student athletes. Right now, there is no voice. There are armies of attorneys, and I've seen them, at the NCAA, seen them at the universities, the conferences, and then, if they don't have enough firepower legally, they go out and hire, the tall building law firms, and they get more firepower. It's just, but there's no voice for the student athletes right now, and it just needs to change. That's a wrong needs to be righted, and I'm starting to compile a list of just the excuses that people give, for not. It's complicated. Well, what about this? What about that? All I know is there's plenty there. There's some. I have simple math. Anybody that's profiting off of the student athletes, me included. Anybody who's drawing a salary, making a livelihood. A lot of people sitting here robbing the same train as well. That it could take 5 to 10% less of what they're getting. Every organization, universities, a lot of them that are, collecting that money tax-free. At least if you gave it to these guys, it'd go back into the economy, through taxes. The NCAA, the conference commissioner, the Big Ten office, all the conferences, 5 to 10% into a pool. That's one way. And things happened fast this year. You saw it. People say it's complicated or it takes time. We saw a lot of change, in 1 year, just this year. A whole conference went into the portal overnight. So these things could happen. Hopefully there be some real, I don't know, where there. For a long time people say, that unionizing would be bad. Maybe it's that if people aren't going to do it, if they're not going to do it out of their own goodwill and do what's right, that's probably the next step. You think, got nothing against unions, so that's the next step, fellas. I think that's the way you got to go. That's what I'd like to see change, in college athletics.
Take our next question, fourth row on our left.
Ryan Zook, Ann Arbor News. Jim, what do you remember most about what Biff Poggi told you about Blake Corum during the recruiting process, and how did he kind of embody that during his Michigan career?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't one person who didn't have something great to say about Blake Corum during the recruiting process. Everybody came in contact with, teachers, at the school. You could go back to the grade school coaches. Biff loved him like a son. Coach Masai, everybody, and the counselors, everybody. And then, get to see it for your own eyes. It's, man, they don't come any better. This is as good as they come. Same with Will. They're just stalwarts, and it's everything. Really everything that their parents, both of these parents, poured into Will, poured into Blake, poured in a great work ethic, discipline, and there's this empathy side of both these young men that's very rare when it comes to a stalwart, a competitor, but also they care about other things than just themselves. I mean, two great ones. People talk about younger generation and what's the next generation going to be like, and it's going to be the demise of the culture. But we're in really good hands. We're in really good hands with guys like Will Johnson and Blake Corum and all the players, all the youngsters that I come in contact with on a daily basis.
Next question right here on the aisle, third row.
Jim, you came back to Michigan to help rebuild your alma mater. Now with a national championship trophy, do you feel like the mission has been accomplished in revitalizing this program?
It's been a team effort all the way. Nothing fancy, no surprises. Just good old-fashioned, roll up your sleeve, hard work, and teamwork. It's been a beautiful thing. It's so often the goal is you're chasing perfection, and it's hard to be perfect, and rarely comes around. And you hope to achieve excellence along the way, but gosh, yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect 15-0. Congratulations. It wasn't just resolution, guys just talking about it. It was repetition, daily repetition, good old-fashioned hard work and teamwork.
Come over here on our right, second row on the aisle.
For any of you guys, after completing this journey here in Houston, is it safe to say this city will always have a special place in your hearts?
Let's start with you, Blake.
Start with me? Oh, 100%. 100%. This is the best game. I've been playing ball since 6, and this is the most fun season, first of all. Team 144 is a very special team, and when we talk about brotherhood, Team 144 is the definition of brotherhood. But that game yesterday, that goes down as the greatest game I've ever played in because of who I played in it with. And definitely Houston will be remembered forever.
Will?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's my first time being out here, but like Blake said, just having these memories with my teammates, just enjoying these last days we had with this Team 144, it's meant a lot, it meant everything. And that game, I'm still trying to grasp everything that happened yesterday, but it's a great feeling.
Yeah, likewise. We had a great time here in January of 21 with the family, Sarah and the kids. We're here for the Bear Bryant Award, and my little guy Johnny, I mean, he wants to be an astronaut now because of that experience and going to NASA. But yeah, this definitely takes it to an even another level. Hospitality was tremendous. Just great. I know all of our family and our parents, extended family in the Michigan football family. We're all treated
top notch. Everybody was real good to us and square dealing down here in Houston, and we had a great time. Loved it. It's definitely will have a special place in our heart going forward. Me personally, anyway. And Nico, great to see Nico. Right?
Great to see Nico.
We were here watching the game. Congratulations to the Texans, to Coach D'Amico. I mean, we watched that game, and it was so cool to watch Nico just go crazy in that game. I mean, every time they threw him the ball, he caught it. Every target, every catch, those touchdowns, and cool to see him wearing the letter jacket.
Yeah.
After the game, all of it, and so many guys. I mean, so many former players, Michigan football players. I know Mozzie was here.
Hassan,
Jabril,
DJ. There's a lot of guys there.
Yeah, keep naming them. Man.
Olu
was here. Michael Wainu,
Stuber,
Jared Wangler.
I think Caesar Ruiz.
Caesar was here. Good.
So, yeah.
It was a great turnout. Just warms the cockles of your heart to for them to come back and share that, and all their contributions too. There's so many guys. I mean, so many contributions: players, coaches, staff. And we went through a lot of things. I mean, getting to the CFP and not winning, that kind of thing, not being, some of those games. 2016, I mean, coming up, we thought that measurement was short. Fourth down, we thought we were, but sometimes you got to go through those things. You got to go through things. To get where you are, it's meant to be. Just lean on the counsel of God and the Holy Spirit. And there's a time and the place. Our guys have never flinched, though, and never rejected the moment. There's a time to live, there's a time to die, but there's never a time to reject the moment. And that's one thing I can say about, every single Michigan football team that I've coached since I've been here. The guys have always given it their best and had at it. And, this team 144, you know how I feel about them. I think they are the team. So, great.
We'll come over here, right side on the aisle.
Jim, you've got a very powerful voice about these issues you've been talking about for a while. I don't want to put you on the spot, but would you be willing to meet with some of the stakeholders, right? Maybe a Charlie Baker at the NCAA, some of these people representing the players, trying to get them, trying to form a union or representation?
Yeah, anybody. I think they know my number.
You ain't hard to find.
But definitely, and Debbie Dingle, talking to many, Fred Upton has had a lot of interest in it, and we're just our friends, just trying to form people to talk about this and really just get on the side of the players. Coaches, hopefully they'll use their voice. More people, just more. It's one thing we know. We need more for this cause.
Go to the second row right here, middle.
Blake, this question is for you, Brianna McNary, off the field in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. What do you want your Michigan legacy to be? And then what did you take away from this journey? All the adversity you faced and all of the cheating allegations, a lot of adversity, and you overcame it, came out on top. So what did you take away from that?
Yeah, the way I want to be remembered is I just want to be remembered as a Michigan man, someone who, did good on the field, but also did good in the community, did good in the classroom, and, laid a foundation for the next generation. When I pass away, I honestly don't want to be remembered for, a touchdown record or anything like that, but more so just a kind human being that brought smiles to people's faces and just made a difference, made an impact on and off the field. That's honestly how I want to be remembered. And, talking about the journey, it was a great journey, just from, where we started freshman year during COVID and to where we are now. It was truly a great process, a great learning experience. And for me, going down last year and, in my mind, I just felt like I was helpless during the TCU game. it was a great journey. You know, I grew as a man, I grew as a football player, and most importantly, I grew as a leader, which I think has helped, you know, Team 144 get to where we are today, along with the rest of the leaders on the team. So, you know, I've embraced every part of this, and, you know, I just want to thank Coach Harbaugh for everything he's done. Best coach in the nation. I'm so glad, you know, I've been coached by him for the last 4 years.
Can I get that in writing?
Most definitely.
We're going to go back to our friends on the dais up there.
Mark Pearson, WNEM, CBS affiliate, Saginaw Flint area. I know obviously celebrating here in Houston is fun, but what are you expecting the atmosphere to be like when you get back to Ann Arbor?
Electric.
Yeah, well, we're pretty excited about that. Hearing some good things. Parade. I think everybody just wants a parade. I mean, talking to the players. Hey, what do you guys want? What do you want to do? Celebrate this? We love a parade. So who doesn't love a parade, right?
Who doesn't?
We're going to move over here to our left.
Hey, for Blake and Will, the NFL's been interested in your coach for years. How do you guys deal with, well, he might be back, he may not be. How do y'all deal with that?
Will?
I mean, there's a reason they're so interested in him. I mean, he's a great coach. He deserves to be looked at in that light. But I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I trust whatever decision he makes is best for him and best for the team. And I'm just trying to enjoy where we are right now and worry about anything like that when the time comes.
Blake?
Yeah, you know,
we're interested in you, Blake. We're interested in you, Will.
You know, like Will said, you know, Coach Harbaugh is such a phenomenal coach, and if you look up just his legacy as a player and as a coach, you know, he's won everywhere he's gone. And maybe it took a couple years, but Coach, at the end of the day, is a winning coach, and he's won every single place he's been to. And so who wouldn't want him? You know, who has it better than Coach Harbaugh? Nobody. You know, so, you know, when things come up like that, we're like, hey, Coach, you know, you got to do what's best for you. But you know, we just stick to the task at hand. But when you have a great coach like that, you know, everyone wants a piece of you. And, you know, I'm just glad, you know, the University of Michigan has Coach Harbaugh.
We're going to go down here, fourth row on our left aisle.
All right. Mark Russell, QB, Houston area. This question is directed at Coach Harbaugh. So you played for the great Bo Schembechler. So I know rest in peace for him, but what would that mean to him, you know, smiling down from heaven, and also what it means to you being a former player of Michigan, being able to win a national championship as a coach?
So much. Yeah, I mean, I think about that. I think about Bo Schembechler in heaven looking down, and, you know, I think there's some things he'd be talking about coming off the ball with lower pad level, and you know, but I think he'd be really pleased. You know, rush for the ball for like 300 yards. He'd really love Blake Corum. He would love him. Like we do. Yeah, just makes you feel good. Other things, I mean, to get to 1,000 wins this year, that was such a thing. We were, you know, we were just for a couple of years now, we've been counting that down. To do it this year, do it in this fashion, now have 1,004 wins. You know, no team has won more. You know, it's in the video that we. My dad Jack and I wrote back in like 2015 that James Earl Jones narrated. You know, no team has won more. No high school team has got to 1,000 wins. No pro football team. No college team. That's something that 144 years of players, coaches, staff. I mean, we feel that we know contributed to that, and we're very proud of that. And to get there first, I mean, it was a race, it was a challenge, and our guys stepped up to it, and you know, with aplomb. So many things. We just happy and proud, and go blue, guys. Guys did a job and did it great.
Take our next question in the back on the right.
Jim, your father told us last night that you always want a challenge. It's what drives you. What do you think your next challenge is? What do you hope to accomplish the rest of your career?
Yeah, back to the, everybody, it's always, either people want to look at the past or look at the future. Definitely going to just enjoy this, as Blake said. And this is one of those moments where it was a great feeling last night. And as good as waking up is the one waking up this morning, okay, that wasn't a dream. That was real. We're national champs.
Yeah.
And we're going to look forward to the happy flight back to Ann Arbor today, and a parade. Hadn't been in too many parades. That'll be fun. That's gonna enjoy that. Really looking forward to it.
Come over here on our far left on the aisle.
My name is Thomas Hauk, Michigan minority. December 30th, 2014, in a cold winter day in December, you came to Michigan. And to see you and your father and your mother and your family celebrate, what was that feeling? To celebrate with your family, and your dad was jacked. I'm just letting you know, your dad was jacked last night through the tunnel.
Oh, I know.
He's screaming. Who's got it better than us? And I screamed with him, but I'm just being honest with you. But how does that feel to be with your parents and have your whole family there last night?
It was the best. Felt the best. And it was great to see all of our families down there. Shoulder to shoulder. Hugged my dad, and he hugged me so hard, his head cut the bridge of my nose. Just my glasses went. Should have took my glasses off. But felt great. Mom, brother, sister, brother-in-law, sisters-in-law, nieces, nephews, just everybody, all the families, together was beautiful. Beautiful thing. Felt great. Yeah, and that was I remember it well. That was a very cold, wintry day, and temperatures in the minuses. That was like what a day. We love the changes against the seasons in Ann Arbor. Love these guys. Love the way they just they rise to the challenge. They never get bitter. They get better. It's just a great time. Great. A lot of things you're thinking about, nostalgia and things, and just a really good feeling. Thank you for the question.
We can take our final question right over here on the right on the aisle.
Yeah, Coach Harbaugh, Chuck Culpepper from the Washington Post. The day you were hired, think about it. Here you were hired at a place for which you had a deeper and stronger affinity than most coaches when they're hired somewhere, I think it's fair to say. And then for the first 6 seasons, you were usually very, very good, but still trying to get to great where you are now. How hard were those 6 seasons? How trying were they in retrospect?
I don't know. I don't know how hard they were. I never really looked at it as hard. I don't. They were joyful days. I mean, I don't have wouldn't have changed a thing. I got a few regrets. But just a few, and just. Some of the best times, and like I said last night, I mean, what an exclamation point our guys put on this season. Took on all comers. We're the last one standing. Feels great to be the champs, and I get to. I mean, in my own family, to be my dad's won a national championship. My brothers won a Super Bowl. I mean, it's really cool. I feel like I can hold my head up high now, at least be at their same level. Not sit at the kids' table anymore. Get to join the big person's table. How about that? You're the only guy. But not anymore, So, yeah, that feels great, too.
Coach, Will, Blake, thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you.
That concludes today's news conference. Have a great day.